Yeah, I'm so lit, walking in, oh yeah, I don't trip. Yeah, turning up with my clique, we don't throw no fist. Check my fit in this bit, pretty boy swag. Got these girls trying to touch me like we playing tag.
Welcome to my channel, guys. My name is Melyse. Today I'm gonna be doing a story time. Ow. Okay. Of the time that I catfished someone. Not someone, more than one, but whatever. Alright. So back around middle school, I used to play PS3. I met these 3 guys that I guess we're friends already. I think they were. I'm gonna name them Brian, Ryan, and Lorenzo. So there was one day where they asked me, they said, Melyse, how come I never see you play with any girls? And I'm the type of person that gets along more with guys than girls. So I didn't want them to know that. And I lied. I said, I play with girls. And they asked me, they said, oh, but how come I never see, you play with them, any of them? I was like, yeah, I play with them. And, I have a best friend and she plays video games. I know her in real life. She's just like me. Lorenzo, he asked me, he's like, oh, am I going to be able to meet her? I said, she sold her PS3. And he said, oh, put me on to her, put me on to her. And I don't know why I agreed to it. So now he thinks that I know this girl in person. I was like, yeah, I'll send her, I'll send her your info to make sure she's okay with it first. And then, I'll have her hit you up. And later on, I made a Kick and I made an Instagram for her because I thought a Kick alone wouldn't be believable. So I made an Instagram. The Instagram took a little while because, to make it look legit, you have to have followers and people following you. I just said the same thing. You have to have followers and you have to have pictures, people following. Oh my god, I keep saying the same thing. You have to have followers and you be following people and pictures and whatnot. So I made the Kick, and at the time I thought people were into Tumblr girls and whatnot. So Lorenzo was the type to look, for looks. I didn't want him to think I had an ugly friend. I found a picture that I thought was decent. I thought, oh, they're gonna see the picture and that's it. So I took the picture, I put it into the Kick, and I just named her Vanessa. So later on I texted him, was like, hey, Melyse told me that you wanted to talk to me. And he answered back really fast, which I was not expecting at all. And he was like, oh, Melyse, she texted me. And I said, oh, really? She texted you. Let me know what she says. So he started texting her and he said, oh, send pictures of yourself so I can see what you look like. When he said that, and I found out that she was an actual singer by looking at the name that came up, I found way more pictures. So I sent him a few of those and he's like, oh, you look cute. She never really talks about you or anything. She said, yeah, we've been best friends for a while. Well, she said. I said. Vanessa said. We went to school together. We hang out every day. And he said, oh, yeah, she mentioned that you play video games. Vanessa said, yeah, I sold my PS3, but, I'm getting one soon. Sometimes I'll go over Melyse's house and we play together on split screen. I still have my account and everything. Don't know why I said that, because anyone who plays games know if you play split screen and you use a mic, the mic makes noise out of both accounts. How am I going to do 2 different voices for me and her? I went along with it and he said, oh, are you going to go over to her house tomorrow? Are you going to, play with her? Me being so dumb, I said, yeah, of course. Don't know why I said that. The next day came and he texted Vanessa saying, "Hey, beautiful, good morning." I don't get that. I mean, I know they're my best friend and all. Well, he's my best friend and all, but I never got that. Later on, I joined him on the game, and when I did that, I went to my door, but I left my mic on so he could like hear everything that's going on in the background, and I made the door slam so he would think somebody came into my house. And when I went back to the mic, he's like, "Oh, Melyse, what was that?" I said, "What was what?" He said, "The door slammed." I said, "Oh, Vanessa just got here." Brian and Ryan, they both joined, and they was like, "What's going on? Hey, what's up, guys?" And he said, yo, let me tell you guys, Melyse put me on to one of her friends, and she's so cute. They said, "Yeah? Let me see what she looked like. Who is she? What's her name?" And I guess he texted them the pictures because it was like, "Yo, she is cute. Melyse, why you never told us about her?" And I was like, because why would I tell you guys about my best friend? So he's like, "All right, whatever, guys. Can I talk to her? Can you put her on the mic?" I never practiced another female's voice, so I only knew how to do my voice. So imagine me trying to do a girl's voice. I turned off my mic for a minute. I'm like, "Yeah, give me a second." I turned off my mic for a minute, and I tried doing a female's voice. Did not go right. So I went back to the microphone and I told him, I was like, "Oh, she can't talk right now. She's on the phone." And he was like, "Oh, it's alright. Can she play with us? Like, can she do split screen or, you know?" Mad rude. He said, "It's okay if you log off and we'll just play with her. Or can you put her on and, you know." So at this point, I kind of felt like they were my best friends was leaving me for this female best friend I had. And I was like, "All right, I'll just put her a split screen." So we all started playing. There's one person. We're playing a game on split screen. How am I playing for two people? Right? Right? What I did was I laid in the back of the map, and for her, I was playing on her account. So one of us was laying there and the other one, you know, the other one was moving. And there's like, "Melyse, why are you not playing?" I was like, "Oh no, I'm playing in a minute. I'm just eating." I was always making excuses. Always. Lorenzo started talking. He was like, "Melyse, I really want to talk to her. Can you put her on the mic? Is she still on the phone?" I said, "No, she's not on the phone, but she doesn't want to talk to you. She doesn't know you." He said, "But she was texting me. She should feel comfortable with me." So on the PS3, they have these voice things where you could change it deep or high. I put it one high, and I just said, "Can you hear me?" to see if they thought it was me, or if, you know, if they thought it was me, if it sounded like me still, or if it was her. So I put it one high, and I was like, "Can you hear me?" They was like, "Melyse, why do you sound like that?" I was like, "Sound like what?" They was like, "Nothing, you just sound mad weird." So I was like, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about." So I put it one down so I could have a deeper voice. But it was just one, so it kind of sounded girly still. Like I could hear myself. And when I talked to them, I was like, "Hey, can you hear me?" And they said, "Oh, who's this?" So I thought I sounded different. I think I did. I was like, "This is Vanessa." And he said, "Oh, these are my other friends. This is Ryan. This is Brian." We started playing, and I was still laying in the back of the map while she was talking to them. And he said, "Oh, can I play with you privately?" He said, "Listen, Melyse is there, right? You're in her house. How about she go watch TV or something while you and me play and I get to know you? What? Like, what? But me being kind of dumb, I said, yeah, of course. Of course. So after that game, Brian and Ryan left the party and they were just texting me on my phone. I was watching TV, watching TV, whatever. I was watching TV and Vanessa and Lorenzo is over here by themselves talking on the mic. He said, oh, can you send me some more pictures of yourself? This was the other annoying part. He used to ask for pictures so much that, you know, if you're catfishing someone, your pictures are limited. I thought he was gonna like ask for pictures like, oh, put a fork on your head, put this on your eyes, or do a certain peace sign or something, you know, to prove it was her. But he didn't, so thank God for that. And he was like, can I tell you something? I said, okay. He said, I really think I like you. At that point, I felt kind of weird because I'm like, wait, if he thinks this about her, does that mean he likes me? Because I was being myself, you know, as her. It's just at the point I was shy. So when I was her, I kind of used it as my confident side, you know, where I was not scared or anything or like shy. So I was confident and I'm like, wait, so what would happen if I was confident? Like, you know, I wasn't shy. Would that mean he would like me? I started overthinking everything. And I was like, oh, really? No, Vanessa was like, you know, she's like, oh, you like me? That's crazy. I don't know how I feel about you yet. He was just like, I'm telling you that, and I would treat you, you know, like a queen. I'll give you everything you want, and we don't even have to tell Melyse. First of all, I already knew, because that was me. It was me. Oh, anyways, I already knew, but he said, but she doesn't have to know everything. What is that supposed to mean? What? Excuse you? First of all, you just started talking to this girl and you're gonna... So Vanessa, whatever, texted back and said, then we're not like that. I don't like you like that. He's like, all right, I respect it. I just really want to tell you that I don't want to lose you because I really like you. And I just want to see where this goes. I went back to the mic as myself. And I said, oh, she got to go home. She just told me that she has to leave, stuff like that. And he's like, what? She didn't even tell me that. I was like, okay, but she's my best friend. Not yours. So, you know, why would she tell you that? He texted her like, oh, I miss you already. You should have told me that you were leaving. I was going to blow you a kiss. Ew. Ew. But, okay. He could stay up talking to Vanessa all day. Why did he like her? Because she was the same as me. Didn't really sound that different from me. I feel like I'm getting jealous of a best friend that's me. I'm getting jealous of myself. Is that the case? I didn't like him, but I felt like she was getting more attention than me at this point. The next day, he called me on the phone, like actual me. He called me on the phone and said, Melyse, I want to meet her in person. I want to, I just want to give her something. I bought her something. I just want to thank you for letting me meet your friend. I usually talk to her all day now. We text all day, and every time I'm at school, she's all I think about. I said, Lorenzo, what are you getting at? Do you like her? And he said, you know what? I think I actually do. And what made me feel really bad is that he said he been feeling down for a while. He didn't think when I put him on to my friend it was gonna go that serious, but he said, you know what? For a long time, I thought I wasn't gonna feel happy, and I finally feel happy, and I think she could be the one. At this point, I'm like stuck because he was falling in love with her, and you know, she was not gonna be able to meet him because obviously she was not real. He already knew what this girl looked like because of all the pictures I sent him. I don't have a best friend that looks like that. I already created this face of who Vanessa was, so there was no way I could just get a random female and act like that. I tried to maybe see who my best friends would choose, me or her. They knew me longer, but you know, I felt like I was being replaced by her. So I got on the game and I joined them again, and I said, hey guys, I had told them me and her got in a fight earlier at school, and she hit me, and she was like, oh, I'm gonna come to your house later, we're gonna, you know, we need to talk. So I told them, and they's like, oh, so she's coming later. Yeah, she's coming later, of course, but it's only so we could talk, so I won't be on the microphone. I was like, all right, that's fine, but you know, just tell her I said hi. Lorenzo was like, oh, you guys are fighting. Pretended she came. I don't know how I did it. I don't really remember, but I got someone to buzz my door to sound like, you know, she was buzzing. And then I slammed the door again so they could think that she walked in. Left my microphone on so they could hear everything. Low key, I knew it was getting to the point where I couldn't keep balancing this fake best friend with me because, one, he was falling in love with her. And just the fact that he was falling so hard and he wanted to meet her. There was a time where I messed up. Lorenzo had texted Vanessa and he heard my phone go off like 3 times exactly when he texted her. And he said, wait, Melyse, how come every time I text her, I hear your phone go off? You know, I got a little nervous. I'm like, oh, they're catching on. I don't want to lose my best friends because they were my best friends. I used to play with them all the time. Back to the fight. When she was talking to me in the house, she said, I don't think we should be friends anymore. I kind of made her turn into like this crazy psychotic person because I thought maybe if she was crazy, they wouldn't like her. Wasn't the case with Lorenzo. I don't know what this boy's into, but he thought it was sexy. Ooh, my necklace. He thought it was sexy that she was crazy. I was like throwing stuff on the floor. I was like making little yelps, screams, whatever. And I was like sitting on the mic too so I could hear their reactions. And they was like, oh, I think they're fighting, you guys. Do you guys hear what's going on in the microphone? And I guess one of them went AFK, which means away from keyboard or whatever. But one of them was away, I'm guessing. And when he came back, he's like, what's going on? And they's like, yo, they're fighting. They got in a fight earlier, and she was like, she don't want to be friends. And now, you know, we just hear mad sounds. We think that they're fighting. So I kept play fighting, doing this little, you know, fake fight. And later on, I came back to the mic as myself, and I put the voice thing regular. I was like, yo, guys, I kicked her out of my house. She was crazy. She pulled out a knife on me, tried stabbing me. I really went hard with this catfishing thing because I went to the bathroom and I punched the wall till like my knuckle did, you know, get bruised up a little. And I told them, I was like, oh, I wiped it. It's not bleeding anymore, but it's bruised. So I took a picture of my hand being bruised, and I forgot what I took. What did I take? I took like this makeup that I had. I put like the liquid latex. I think that's what it's called. I haven't used that in a while, but I made like basically Halloween makeup on my arm to make it look like she stabbed me. Like I put the blood in it and everything, and I blended it so when I took the picture it actually looked real. And they was like, oh my gosh, she really hurt you, she's crazy. And Lorenzo still liked her. He's like, yeah, that's sexy, I like that. Me doing this, I thought I was gonna be able to get my friends back. I thought, you know, they're just gonna drop her, not care anymore, and that's it. No. Me thinking they're not gonna talk to her anymore, you know, did not go well, because later on my phone went off and I thought it was, you know, them texting me to see if I was okay. No. Lorenzo texted Vanessa. Brian texted Vanessa. Ryan texted Vanessa, all asking if she was okay. And I was feeling kind of mad, but at the same time I couldn't say anything because they didn't know it was me. They thought it was, you know, this girl. I texted back on her account and was like, oh, I don't want to talk to you guys no more. Oh, I'm sorry it had to be this way, but I'm not talking to Melyse. I don't really want to talk to you guys. I said, I'm moving to Texas. All of them was like, no, please don't go. We really want to see you. Did Melyse hurt you at all? Because, you know, she showed that you hurt her, but did she hurt you, or did she hurt you first? Excuse you? So now on top of my best friends saying to me, you know, I forgot what I was gonna say. Alright, so instead of my best friends caring for me, asking if I was okay, they ran to Vanessa, asking if she was okay and if I hurt her. I had deleted Kik because, you know, I thought maybe just erasing the conversations and everything and not talking to them would make them forget about her. But it didn't. 2 days later, I re-downloaded Kik and I logged onto her Kik to see what had happened. And there was so many messages from Lorenzo and Brian and Ryan saying, hey, we miss you, but I would still love it if we could keep in touch. Lorenzo said, forget about Melyse. I don't care about Melyse. Like, I understand she's the reason that we met, but I don't care about her. So not only did he fall in love with like this other version of me, but he also started bashing me. I mean, Brian and Ryan still was talking to me. They were still there for me, but Lorenzo was always talking crap about me. I do have a few more catfishing stories, but this is like one of the biggest ones. It lasted a few months. I ended up losing my best friends because, you know, they started talking about me a lot. They thought that I hurt Vanessa. I don't know why they thought that, but, you know, it was just so much going on and I didn't want to deal with it. So if I never texted them, or, you know, if something was wrong with me, they never cared anymore. They were never there and they didn't want to play with me as much. That was one of the main times I catfished someone and it went on this long, and, you know, he ended up falling in love with her and it was me, but, you know, that was really a long story. But if you guys want to know more story times about times I catfished people, or, you know, more specifically, exactly like in detail, other stories or whatever, just let me know. This was my first story time. I thought this would be very interesting. I just, like, my heart hurts now. Like, I was jealous of myself. How dumb does that sound? But hope you guys enjoy. If you would like, just subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos. I'll try to post once a week. But yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. This will be up later, and peace.